Greetings. How is everybody? Everybody getting their demons triggered pretty good? Good deal. Good deal. As long as the light is triggering their demons, then we're on our destined path. We're definitely on our destined path. I'm going to have so much fun with this. It's just what it is. And I mean, you know, some people like being demons, I guess. It's just what it is. It's none of my concern. I'm really not too worried about that. It's the whole aspect of them trying to dim the light, take the gifts. Don't they know that what was taken will be returned? Just don't expect it to be returned in the way that it was taken. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I'm not worried about it in the least. A lot of strange things going on the planet. That's fine. That's fine. It's what it is. Oh, that's Don, my friend. Bless him. Hey, you never really want to say bless you because that means you're like you have to be above someone to bless them. It's just what it is. Now, I mean, I guess when it comes to healers, you can give a blessing, things of that nature, but so they gave that up. They can't even resurrect an earth angel. Isn't that awesome? I think it's hilarious. I think it's what it is. I can resurrect earth angels. It's just what it is. But I mean, they have to meet the criteria. Number one, they have to have a business to resurrect. 2, they would have to be healers. And 3, they would have to be the symbolic reference of a bearer of light. So it's just what it is. And knowing that, I mean, most people can't count. Because, I mean, you can choose 2, you can choose 3, you can choose 4. But when you choose 1, I mean, 1 is 1. And group, gaggle, hive, and herd, collective karma. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I hear they were working day and night. Trying to take things, and what was taken will always be returned tenfold. And I told them to do the work, so I'm glad they did. I told them to do the work, so I'm kind of glad they did. It's just what it is. Just what it is. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, send a master to the divine white light. Ask it to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself, as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. So I hear Pisces is winning. I hear Pisces is on the winning team with the divine, and that's fine. Hey, Vinny, I hear there's this glowing earth angel that gets his download straight from the divine. Let's go fuck with him and see if we can't lose Italy on his birthday. True story. It's just what it is. But we have to remember, you know, God is not burning earth angels or starseeds. God is burning man. God is burning man currently, and I can't do anything about that. I mean, I would have to agree with the readers that say it was warnings because nothing happens by chance. They were told to stop. There's no such thing as a coincidence. They were told don't. And everything's a co-created experience with the divine. So, yeah, I mean, when I hear readers say, Pisces, you have abilities that you haven't even unlocked yet. Okay, great, Pisces. What are those abilities? Sweet, because the energy in the cards as a individual with a business and a QHHT practitioner with a direct channeled connection to the higher self. It's just what it is. I mean, those are very, very specific energies. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. And it's what it is. I mean, when it comes down to it, cards in the upright. Yeah, cool. Did you see that sleight of hand? When it comes down to it and the truth comes out, I mean, you've already got readers talking about karma is just really, really hitting these people hard. And I mean, the aspect of them being able to go ahead with the destiny swap with a water and a fire sign. So, I mean, that would be prophecy. That would be that written in the stars prophecy of trigger demons heading to the lake of fire. So trigger demons heading to the lake of fire with nothing else to lose. With nothing else to lose. It might be a concern. Might for our own safety. Might be a safety concern. I gave you the warning, danger, short. It's the one right under this video. You're more than welcome to go check that out. What is the predominant question? Success. Pisces success seems to be a topic of concern for some people. And I mean, it's just what it is. To hear that they were trying to steal Pisces gifts so they could be better criminals. Well, I mean, that puts me in the position to where I have to tell you that they weaponized love. And if they're going to weaponize love, you basically let them. I mean, they'll tell you never mess with an earth angel. They're protected by the light and the dark. And love, light, and truth set you free. So, you know, if them... what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves, and it's what it is. They wanted to make me the danger. They saw my abilities as dangerous, so they wanted me to appear dangerous so that they could be dangerous. And in the process of doing that, what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. We deflected, we mirrored that shit back to them. So yes, it was very much seen as dangerous to them. However, they did it to themselves. It's like taking the bully's hand and making them hit themselves. Stop hitting yourself. We kept telling them, stop, no, and don't. Stop hitting yourself. Don't hit yourself. No, don't hit yourself. And it's what it is. And they just kept hitting themselves. And I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. However, on the flip side, yes, it would make the abilities very, very dangerous. So you can't abuse your abilities or you lose your abilities. And I mean, I guess if they wanted to see my spiritual protection, they can look at Italy. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. So it is. Magic backfiring, Burning Man, all of it was a staged illusion or a huge magic trick for a dark agenda. And that has nothing to do with me. However, going forward, yes, we have leveled up, and it's what it is. I mean, if you've got trigger demons that will be resting in the lake of fire, I guess that could be seen as dangerous. However, please keep your crooked hooves off of my 5-star reviews. You're more than welcome to chase your demon tails, stomp those hooves, bang your horns into the wall. That's fine. But while you're doing that, while you're chasing your tail in a circle, we're going to be focused on resurrecting earth angels, because it's what it is. I mean, I know how to resurrect an earth angel. Simple enough. They would have to have a business like every reader on the planet is talking about. They would have to be a healer. They would have to be a divine healer of sorts. And they would have to have the earth angel's glowing aura, because that's very, very specific. Google search, earth angel glowing aura. And it's what it is. I mean, if they haven't activated their light. Confirmation. It's just why I don't care what time it is. You can rewind the video and see what your sign of the times is. But, you know, that's going to freak people out, you know, hearing readers talking about the angelic Reiki master surrounded by a legion of angels. I mean, it's called angelic Reiki for a fucking reason. And Pisces, I'm sure, has had enough. Of the drama and the bullshit that has went along with this group of karmics that will now be forced to stop. It's a forced stop. Thank you for that, refrigerator. It's a forced stop. The universe is constantly sending you messages. Top row is the 5D moving through time and space into the 3D. So the focus currently on everyone's mind is dancing with the dragon. Yes, they would be dancing with the dragon in the lake of fire. And that's fine. Top row, hey, look at that. I hear they're talking about Pisces being able to see with their heart. Well, it's called the Christ heart consciousness chakra for a reason. I mean, trying to take my gifts, just basically enhanced their karma tenfold and my dharma tenfold, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, you really can't get in the mirror and not expect the mirror to reflect whatever you're doing. So simple enough. Simple enough. It's not it's not difficult to understand a magic mirror effect. Anyway, yeah, for harmony and balance, Spirit's bringing harmony and balance to the situation. And I think the best harmony and balance for all of us going forward into the new earth is those lower vibrational frequencies that they're not going to make it as the Schumann resonance raises. Simple enough. Dolores Cannon's been telling us that since the 60s. So yeah, Spirit's not worried. Spirit says don't worry. Everything will take care of itself. One Burning Man disaster at a time. Simple enough. Simple enough. And I heard a reader that agreed with me about being the eye of Ra. That keeps me in the eye of the storm. So it's everything going on outside. Because people look for outside validation, like the weather, things of that nature, saying they can trust in their weatherman for that situation. Yeah, they're not masters. They're codependent on the weatherman. They can't go look outside. It's just simple enough. The weather's weathering. It is. Yep. Weather's weathering. It sure is. Look at that. I hear they didn't even have a mustard seed of faith in this situation. They had faith in themselves, but they forgot the main ingredient, and that would be the higher self that is always in charge. Yes, that is correct. There is a God that is always in charge of each one of these individuals. And that's what it is. I mean, regardless if they know what is that unseen hand that is controlling their reality based on the collective consciousness. Now it would be the group collective of karma, because it would be a group action that was solely built around someone wanting to steal another's divine gifts, divine inheritance, and be a part of a homicide. And with that kind of energy in the collective, it's just what it is, and it causes group karma. I mean, the whole group is now a part of that, and there's nothing they can do about it. So it's what it is. Pisces, they don't know how they're going to get out of this. Well, that's just it. They're not, and I can't do anything about that. We have to walk away because there's no way they can get out of it, and I can't take their karma, and I'm still looking for an earth angel to resurrect. Because if I can't find that earth angel, then that means fucking everybody's getting punished by God, and I can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. You can't give that you can't even give that any gratitude. It's just what it is. They've all backed themselves into a corner, and that's the message of concern. Did they take everybody with them for $1? And it's just what it is. I mean, I don't know. She said, "How to lose your soul." And that's what it is. How to lose your soul for $1. Simple enough, because you got to think, trying to affect my health, that shit healed me. They weren't planning on that. That's what it is. But, I have to heal every day due to the voodoo and everything that is an opposite of what I do. They wanted to test out on me, only to figure out that it was going to boomerang back onto them. And they've been given plenty of time. I mean, stop, no, and don't were their divine blessings in threes, and they didn't take either one of them. No. They took the karma. The whole group, the whole fucking gaggle, hive and herd. Funny how that works out, isn't it? Yeah. Put your heart into your work, because patience is needed. Yeah, time and patience are removing the negative energy out from underneath what we have put our heart into our work in the past, because it's divinely protected. Spirit's bringing harmony and balance, so show them some compassion. It's what it is. They have enough trouble. Without you helping them. It's what it is. There's way too much trouble in their group karma, their chaos and calamity, fighting in the streets. There's way too much. They don't want to heal. They want to fight and destroy themselves. So you let them. Absolutely. No worries there, Spirit says. Yep, truth's out. Truth is out. That's what it is. I mean, when they constantly put out hate and violent energy, that's what they receive. Is hate. They truly don't hate another. They hate themselves. They truly don't want war with another. They want war with themselves. And it's what it is. They're not masters, and women who can't teach you anything are supporting that. Men who aren't masters, because a master would be like an individual in the upright, But no. When they're upside down and you've got some chick that can't teach you anything supporting them, that's a couple. That's a couple that's Bonnie and Clyde energy. That's Bonnie and Clyde energy. And I mean, to think that Bonnie and Clyde energy got everyone wrapped up. I hear they got ties with the mob. And that's what it is. I mean, even your lowest, dumbest, most ignorant of a mobster understands karma. They can understand karma. That's what it is. And they're going to know, okay, well, if this person's divinely protected and they're not, oh my God, look what the people who have no, they understand how protection works. Confirmation. Simple enough. That's what it is. It's an upside down manifestation. They put in all that work, effort, and energy just to get a huge spiritual lesson. That's what it is. It's what it is. And you know they got to be sitting back going, holy shit, and it is. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's God. And most of them don't believe in God anyway. However, you know, how does Pisces keep knowing these things? Well, Pisces gets his downloads directly from the higher self. So, simple enough. And Spirit's not going to change their minds. There's no way for them to get out of it. They will be nurturing. Because you have a lot of child sacrifice and a lot of unforgivable karmic situations. It's just what it is. And you're talking about people that don't care. They do. They look at karma. They look at the wheel of karma like staying out past curfew. You know, I was supposed to be home by midnight. You know, I'm already in trouble. It's 1:30. I'm already in trouble. Let's just run away from karma. And see, karma has no address. So the fact that 2024 was the year of the dragon, and now this is the year of the snake. Snakes' heads will be popping off, and then the body follows. Once the head pops off, I'm the head of popping off. And once they pop off, then the whole body every cell of the snake, every scale of justice in the snake just kind of falls over to the side. So, Spirit has no gratitude for that. Ancestors are pissed. Just what it is. Just what it is. However, there is an energy exchange in that situation because there was no gratitude shown to the ancestors in breaking generational curses and ancestral karma. It's just what it, and doing it alone. They don't want Pisces to have their independence. And by not wanting another to have their independence, they basically lost their divine independence as a group. Gaggle, hive, herd, it's what it is. Go talk to your local pastor so you can graze with the pastor. Moving forward, we're removing that negative energy. You got a friend in me. It's just what it is. Thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews. I appreciate that. And thinking that I'm crazy, that's by design. That's by design so that they don't know what I'm doing with my 5-star reviews as I'm leaving them dipped in the cesspool of the lake of fire. Simple enough. You can't have multiple readers agreeing with me that these people are being drugged to hell because it's prophecy. The light triggers their demons. They tried to destiny swap with a fire and a water sign. Now Burning Man had fire and water, so it's just what it is. It's hell on earth. All hell is breaking loose over narcissists. Simple enough. Narcissists that did not care who they hurt and took all of you down with them. The whole narcissistic supply. You have the narcissist who only gives a shit about their image. I flip the tables on that. They only give a shit about their image, and then they use their money and their power to control the people. So, it's what it is. If you want to give the power back to the people, you have to take the power away and make them 5-star reviews. And then it's just what it is. You take the image, like Upshotscott, you take the image and you give a bunch of thoats, thoats and hoes. Boats and hoes? No. Thoats and hoes, that hoe over there, and it's just what it is. And you give them a sledgehammer. Narcissists, you got to think, a lot of these karmic tarot readers, and the energies come out in the divine readings a couple of times. Generally, divine readers they have a life. They get blessings from the divine, so they don't have to do personal readings. So this is just, they don't want you to know that they have an OnlyFans. They do tarot, but their side hustle is an OnlyFans. And to hear that that's the energy of how easy it was for individuals to bribe her, it makes me think of the Andrew Dice Clay joke. So you ever heard that joke before? Said, yeah, you know Mother Goose? Yeah, she needed the money. Or no, wait, it was Little Boy Blue. Little boy, hey, you know, he needed the money. Anyway, one of the, I don't steal jokes very well. Just like they don't steal gifts very well over money. Simple enough. So Spirit says, no worry. Truth's coming out over this wealth, greed situation. And we've achieved sovereignty and independence in the situation because they danced with the dragon and basically got the fire in the water because they're not masters. It's Clyde, like backdoor Clyde and front door Bonnie. Just what it is. Women who can't teach you anything, and their families are being ripped apart, which it's understood. I mean, when I have a reader say, Pisces, the devil is working through your toxic ex on Father's Day, that tells me right there that the devil's working through Pisces' toxic ex. That's not Pisces. That's Pisces' toxic karmic ex. And if the devil is working through the ex, well, then that leaves the daddy that got that as a Father's Day gift looking at the devil working through Pisces' toxic ex. And I would expect that to tear the families apart. That's why I'm not a part of that shit anymore. No. I'm an empty nester. I'm an empty nester. So, and look at the fucking trouble that they've caused by being raised by the devil that works through Pisces toxic ex. Simple enough. Simple enough. This is why you're talking about energies that I haven't seen in 20 fucking years. Pisces, they're obsessed with the Empress energy. Well, yeah, it's just what it is. That's why they get the INFJ door slam. The legendary INFJ door slam. Because keep that in mind. All of that family business and shit coming out around the sun. I started a family business by my fucking self. I have nothing to do with these people. But yet, they're coming out of the woodwork. They're coming out of the woodwork because there was death in the family. See, death is the only thing that brings them together. So while they're dropping like flies, they can all come together in group karma. Simple enough. Yeah, karmic's being flipped upside down and dropping like flies. Can't do anything about that. I mean, to hear that in the cards that everyone is going to be having, health episodes by October due to black magic backfire, sacrificial, basically dark magic or whatever these girls are talking about. That's the thing is, I hope it wasn't me because I'm protected from that shit and wouldn't know if they were doing it anyway. It's just what it is. Vibration's too high. We raised our vibration too high to deal with any of that shit. It's just what it is. I mean, demons that are now caught in unalive magic sacrifice energy. It's the whole rob Lowe. That's what it is. They wanted to rob a Lowe, and what is their karma? Big names in entertainment. Rob Lowe's coming down here to the cow, and so all the Anns can herd together and go down to the Cow Ann Center and see Rob Lowe. That's what they win, Johnny. They play stupid games. They win stupid prizes. And it's what it is. I mean, you can't make this shit up. It's right fucking there, like magic. Boy, they're fighting, aren't they? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Not only did they try to affect the healer health, but they affected their own health, and that's sad. That's sad. However, you know what they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And, we couldn't be happier moving forward. They didn't want to see the divine successful, and the divine doesn't understand a joke. It gives you exactly what you want. You don't want to see it? Cool. All evil eyes go blind. Simple enough. Look at that. Unanswered prayers. Imagine that. Right? And that's the energy that has been in the cards for so long. They were so worried about an independent, intuitive healer and their intuitive and healing gifts that they never focused on developing their own. No one is any different than anyone else. I mean, the INFJ does have a very unique mind using both brain hemispheres simultaneously split right down the middle. But that shit's a simple Google search. It's like you read it and go, okay, cool, so that is this person, that is this snowflake. What kind of snowflake am I? And then you figure out that you have strengths and weaknesses too that you can utilize to your benefit instead of trying to take from someone else, because that was their mentality. That was their mentality. And why do they use that mentality? Because what they put out went back on them. So what they thought about another is what they knew about themselves. It's a mirror. If you can't figure out how a mirror, earth magnets, and jumper cables work, you're never going to figure out the mind, body, and soul of a negative and positive light worker. You're just not with magnetic attraction and repulsion. It's just what it is. Putting our heart into our work and removing that negative energy over top of the friends has now given the predominant masculines in the reality the chance to see that dancing with the dragon led to harmony and balance and compassion for the narcissist in the past, and they initiated or attuned to the wrong thing. And now they're all wrapped up with dancing with the dragon. So it's not dancing with the stars. It's dancing with the dragon. Spirit says, no worries. The truth is coming out over this financial situation due to the predominant females in their life. And we've already stated that those predominant females that are being backed by narcissistic masculines that only give a shit about their image, attuning to the wrong thing, it flipped families upside down. And black magic was used. Look at that. Spirit is on the case. The things that they conjured in couples, and it would be women who can't teach you anything, magicians that aren't masters, and the devil. The devil always wins. Dancing with the dragon always wins. And it is. That was the energy in the cards with another reader this morning around the Archangel, was how to lose your soul. And it's just what it is. Play stupid games, lose stupid prizes, because that's a pretty dumb soul to do something like that. Anyway, the lack of faith over top of their own manifesting abilities as upside down karmics that, hey, we needed the money. Simple enough. Yeah, health is wealth. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. What was taken will be returned. And it's what it is. If they were trying to take healing energy away from the healer, that's not their shit. I'm calling my energy back. So, oh no, we harvested energy, but we need that to heal. No. You have to generate your own. But see, Reiki can only be used for positive healing purposes. They're negative people. That's why they have to take from others, because they can't attune. And if they had the ability, they'd lose it anyway. That's why it doesn't work for them. Simple enough. Now, Spirit's not changing their mind. They will be nurturing the battle, the spiritual warfare. Yeah, as we call our power back. Simple enough. Simple enough. And Spirit says there was no gratitude shown. It was just a straight energy exchange of unanswered prayers. And that led to balanced emotions. Okay, so everyone in the past is falling apart and will never be able to destiny swap, cause any more problems, do dumb shit for money. They'll never be able to do any of that again. But who couldn't be happier about that? Simple enough. You got to be happy about that. Simple enough. However, in the 5D, no gratitude was shown to higher consciousness, the main ingredient, which would have been God, the higher self, the super consciousness, the God consciousness. It's what it is. They sold their soul to the devil. They gave absolutely no gratitude to the higher self. So the energy exchange there is going to lead to, yes, an Earth Angel. The meditation card. Just meditate on it. Keep calling your energy back. Keep enhancing that divine connection, because see, God doesn't put rings on fingers. God puts halos on heads. Now, depending on if you ask the new kids on the block, they call that a crown of thorns, because they want you to be afraid of it. See, does that look pleasant? Does that look pleasant to have that on your fucking head? Does it? It looks kind of scary, doesn't it? Like you're being crucified, doesn't it? It's just what it is. And those are the kinds of people that when they see a crown of thorns or a halo, oh God, we're busted. Daddy's home. Oh God, run for the hills. Run. The truth is out. Oh God, our gig is up. Our gig is up. Yeah, no intuition. Simple enough. No, they're taking your power away from you, which is fine. Reiki can only be used for positive healing purposes. The church attracts sinners. We're all sinners. Well, yeah, that's why you can't use positive healing purposes for yourself and others. You can't attune to it. You're a fucking sinner. Outcome, no love. Look at that. Aww. Love always wins. That's why they lose. I can't do anything. The devil won. The devil won these people. It's just simple enough. They have no love. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. The readers, they would absolutely be right. I would have to confirm that. If two shall see, so shall it be. The lake of fire is where they'll be blessed to be, I guess. Hell, I don't know. Simple enough. Anyways, we'd be hell on earth. Be hell on earth. So, that's what it is. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time. And now you got to keep in mind, this happens every lifetime. Now that they realize, oh no, we've been exposed. Blah, 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 blah. And that's what it is. And not, you got to think, this group karma thing, that's what it is, a group collaboration. So if they're trying to sacrifice an earth angel for money, they're trying to steal from the earth angel, they're trying to do anything against the divine, the group takes the karma. Cool, so that's conspiracy to sacrifice. That's all the fucking, that's every 10 commandment known. There's pedo energy in there. Ooh, eating and banging children. Ah! That's what it is. And that's the group karma. That's in that group karma. Simple, absolute. Pisces, how did you cleanse your energy? Well, I didn't eat or fuck children. Simple enough. Namaste. Oh yeah, and it's what it is. And here's your energy in the cards. Comes in right at the last minute. That would be your individual that's so jealous of the light. That's your number one trigger demon that has a huge following. And they do. They talk about star seeds all the time and all these different activations and da-da-da-da-da that is the opposite. Every rule that Dolores Cannon gave us, those individuals break because all they give a shit about is money. That's why nothing works out for them. That's why, they smile in your face and da-da-da-da-da, but that's the whole point of the devil. The devil is everything that you ever wanted. Simple enough. So, it's what it is. And they don't know what to do with someone that won't give up. However, taking the course, doing the work, and knowing the rules, that's why the angels won't work with them. They talk a good game, but where are they at? But still trying to compete while they can't figure out how Pisces keeps doing it. Well, the angels work with me and they talk about it. They talk about what I do. Simple enough. Namaste.